Alright, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Come back with me, Gunawan Muhammad, in Southeast Asia Creative Camp Development of Educational Game Workshop. First of all, I would like to ask you for apologies since this video took so much delay, since there are so many things that I have to do, and also I think this video would be some kind of clue for the final assignment, so that I will keep this video until the day that I will tell you the final assignment. Okay, let's start. The first thing is educational game. To develop the educational games, we have to know the skills that we want to develop. There are three kind of skills of all. The first one is affective skill, and then cognitive skill, and the psychomotor skill. The affective skill usually tell us something like manner, and then a life perspective, and else. Psychomotor, our response, reflect, and else. And in this slide, the cognitive, I make it separated since what are we going to discuss today, and we aim is to develop cognitive skill of the student through the game that we develop. Okay, there's a sentences here. Learning is not all about reading a book. Frankly speaking, there are so many things people can get without touching even a piece of paper. Like when you play a game, you just not playing game for having fun, but also to learn something. And that's why we make this educational game, which will turn students playing desire to students learning desire. Well, we all know that this day students usually have some kind of learning desire crisis. Okay, next slide. Nah, since we don't really want to talk about we don't really want to talk a long time about this, I just mentioned some of the effective game. There is The Sims and also Harvest Moon, which will enhance our time management skills, respect to the others, or behavior, and also I think Harvest Moon tell us to make a hard work, I think. And as I remember, there is Harvest Moon Save the Homeland. The title of the Harvest Moon is Save the Homeland, and the goal is, if you loved by the citizen, so your farm will not turns to be what is it, playground. The mayor want to change your farm to become playground, and but if you loved by citizens, it won't happen. And psychomotor game, a game that enhances psychomotor. There is Dota, there is Mobile Legend, Bang Bang. Maybe I can say AOV, or else there are so much kind game like this. And also I want to mention Cut Drop since I like this game. These games enhance our reflex skills, our agility, and also our instinct. Okay, let's move to the cognitive skill game. In cognitive skill game, actually there are so many things, there are so many aspects that can enhance by the game. I divide it to two categories, which are applied science and literation science. Literation. The applied science these are just example actually. The first one is surgery, since it's not just build. We just don't have to know the biological things to perform a surgery. There are so many things we have to know about it. And then force usage. Well, the use of force, I think. Yeah, dynamica, kinematica of force. Vector, it's force usage. Applied science. Construction analysis. Construction analysis also force usage, I think, since there are force dynamics and else. And the literation game is so much, I think. I want to give an example about this literation game. Have you ever played Dynasty Warrior? If you have ever played that game, actually it doesn't seem like that it has any literation. It's just an action game that enhance psychomotor skill. But on the on this slide, I don't mention it since actually the Dynasty Warrior game use a real history of China, and I will make it to the history literation game. There are many things you can input in this literation game. You can embed many things like culture, science, of course, language, and many things. You want to tell about your culture, your religion, maybe, or maybe your town, or maybe many things. You can embed many things in this literation game. Okay, I don't want to talk much, but I want to talk with an example. So I have played some games and make a video about it. Okay, I'll tab. Okay, I wanna start from this one. Okay, as you can see, this is Angry Birds. In this game, well, we already know that we have to kill the pigs who stole the egg. But in this game, we have to destroy the construction using a bird that we have. What we can learn in this game is not just about uh, the parabola move, but also the construction analysis. In this construction, okay, wait. Okay, uh, let's see here. If we see to this construction, we can know if we destroy this thing, actually this building will collapse to the left and destroy these pigs, and the TNT will explode, and it will blow everything up. The chain blowing from this TNT to this TNT. This one, okay. But the problem is this ice cube. The ice cube over here. The ice cube over here will block your way, and it's like will slowing down your bird, and it makes you fail to destroy this one. This stick on the right. Okay. The second thing is the bad thing will happen if you hit it too hard, since actually you can control the power, but I think it's a little bit hard to control the power. It's easier to control the angle, I think. So my decision is I will destroy this TNT on the left. This TNT, this wooden block, which will destroy the TNT, and the TNT will explode, and the second TNT will also explode it, since it would make a chain bomb over there, and it will blow everything up. Let's see the videos. Okay, it's still in the tutorial session actually. Uh, okay, the game tells me to aim the TNT, and I just follow the instruction. Okay, everything blow and everything destroyed. Okay, and then to the next stage. Okay, the next stage of the tutorial. Okay, this building construction seems this rock over here on the left. Of course, it looks unbreakable by my bird, but the thing is, this building is high, and I think it will easily fall. And if this building fall, it will hit the TNT, and alright, everything will blow up. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, actually, this game still in tutorial mode, and it tells me to use up an ability, the bird ability. Okay, this red ability is to push the building. Okay, everything blown up. Okay, and the tutorial complete. Okay, the storyline is the pig stole the bird's egg, and the eggs pass after we save the egg, another pig comes and take the egg, and we have to complete so many stages to take the egg. Okay, egg score, I don't care. Okay, the boss is in stage 5. Holy report is empty. Okay, this is the second stage. It's not tutorial anymore. I want to see the construction building. Okay, the TNT on the first is on the bottom, so there's nothing I can say more. Just blow this thing up. Okay, I aimed to the TNT, and boom. Okay. There is also some flowers that speed the building. I think the flowers actually, one is a carnivore flower that it's a meat, but they swallow a building, so they spit it out. Okay, on the next stage, since it's just stage 2, so it would be very easy, and they place TNT on the bottom of the construction. Okay, so there's nothing more to say. Just aim to the TNT, since it's just covered by an ice, so it would be very easy to destroy. Okay, done, and it's done. Yeah, get some other birds. Oh, Uh, yeah, just like that. It enhanced our cognitive skills with applied science, construction building, and also this one is parabol. What is it? Parabol move, I think, in physics. Okay, I think it more like using construction analysis, since the parabol there's an aim, but there's a limited range on the aim. Okay, I'll skip it to the next one. Okay, I'll start this one. Okay, this game is I forgot about the name, so I'll check it up. Oh yeah, it's like bot hour. Okay, let's see. In this like bot hour, there is a robot, and then there are some steps. And in the blue step, you have to turn on the light. Okay, on the right side, there is a command. The command is, yeah, move forward, turn left, turn right, and then there's also turn on the light. Okay, first we have to set the command, and then it will move like the command that we arrange. Okay, actually there are only three level with some stages in it. The first one is the basic, and then the second is procedure, and the third one is loop, make a loop. Okay, there's a new command, there is proc. With this proc, we can save another command and using it in the main program. Okay, so here is how it works. Okay, I try the main command. Okay, I was wrong, and okay, and then if the command is right, I copy it to the proc one, and I substitute the proc one. Okay, so if I use proc one, it will shows that the robot using the command that I write in proc one. So I just have to use proc one and turn right, proc one and turn right, and then last proc one. Okay, and then how it works. Okay. The last game, like what hour? What do you think they tell us? It doesn't tell any physics. It does not tell any history, I think. And it also doesn't tell us about chemistry. But actually, this game tells us about programming. Well, actually just a basic. It tells us about the basic thing of programming, coding. But yeah, they don't use it like a script. We just make a command, and then the robot will move as the command we made before. Okay, I'm gonna continue on the third game. I'll choose this one. And you must be very familiar to this quiz, since it was a TV show from the beginning. In this game, actually, this game is educational literature game, and there are so much literature in it. Okay, like what actress portrayed the prostitute Vivian? Oh my god, the prostitute, man. Okay, Vivian in the 1990s romantic comedy Pretty Woman. Pretty Woman. Okay, and I choose Julia Roberts, and I love my answer, and then uh, they give the right answer, and I was right. And I'm not that bad in it, in this kind of literature game. Okay, but the thing is, this game. I wanna ask you, can we call this thing a game? Uh, do you really think this thing is a game? Well, uh they also don't write a game on it. I mean, they don't use game word, but they use millionaire quiz. Quiz. They don't use it. They don't use game. It's not a game. Well, it's a game actually, but uh, it's a different game. Well, this millionaire quiz, do you think it has no different with a quiz that students take in a class? Yes, there's a difference. The difference is the question is random, and also they modify it with uh, giving us some points and then some optional procedure to answer like 50-50 as a friend. But the thing is, I don't think it can turns the student desire to play become desire to study, since it's not different than a normal quiz. I think it's just a made up quiz. Yeah, it's like Android based quiz. Yeah, it's just like that. And do you having fun in this game? No, I think student don't. So I don't recommend you to create a game like this. Okay, I'm going to continue to the next game. Oh, I'm sorry, since I have made a slide about the Angry Birds actually. Well, actually just a projectile slide, projectile motion that, well, there are some formula in it, but well, actually we don't really use it in Angry Birds. And also the concept is it's not that look alike. We just don't use the angle, since the projectiles have a direction on it. Okay, just like that. I think the direction, the direction clue is too long for an educational game too, with a projectile motion. Okay, but it's still an educational game, since the construction analysis is really a thing, I think. Okay, the second game, not second games. The next game is Mars. I don't know how to read it, but they use Mars double dot Mars from Pomelo Games. Okay, as you can see, I'm in the 740 stage. Sorry, 740th stage. And that means this game is actually it's addictive for me. Okay. Yes, this game uses a projectile motion based game. Okay, so you jump, and actually if you are landing with too high velocity, you will die in this game. So you have to set your velocity when you land below the limit. So how do you do that? How could you do that? Okay. Okay, in this game, in this Mars game, we have a dash forming a triangle dash. Okay. It's located on the right and left your backpack. So this dash gives you a force, and force is can't change your velocity just by force. I mean, it's not just like that you can change the velocity. I mean, it's not the velocity you give on that time. The thing you give is acceleration. When you dashing, when you spray your gas, you will give an acceleration. I mean force, but I use acceleration for easier thing. For easier, okay, bro. And then you use the acceleration. You give the acceleration, and it gives you the velocity, which will also change your position. Well, as you can see on the right side of the slide, you can see derivative form of an integral form about position, velocity, and acceleration. In this game, there are also stages that makes you have to stay on the air for some photo shoots. So why can you just stay there? Your position doesn't move, you have no velocity, and you have to stabilize your movement just by acceleration. You have to make it right. Now, and then by using point, you can obtain a new character. Actually, I think it will be more educational if this game give us the information about the character they give. Actually, this game's character, there are a lot of character which are what is it? Famous person like Tesla. Tesla invent electricity. Actually, not the electricity, but the concept. But like this one is, they call it Steve, which actually it has phone on his backpack, and it looks like a Steve Jobs. But they don't tell us who he is, who he was, who he is. They don't tell us who he is. It would be more educating if they tell us who he is, what they invented, what did they do, what make them what make them worthy to be the character in this game, what make them worthy to be pronounced as a special character, like Tesla, Steve Jobs, Albert Einstein. You can have so much character in this game. Okay, I think I was okay. If you don't land on the station, you will die. If you land with high velocity, you will die. And then don't die. Okay. This Steve Jobs. Okay. Actually, this game is not that educational, but it uses so much educational concept than you even think about. You can see if you press the gas in your backpack, the both of them, which are on the left and on the right side, and it makes 60 degrees, it will make you fly above. It will make you fly up. It uses vector, I think, like this one on your right side. I think I should flip it. But well, I don't. Well, I didn't. Okay. Imagine if this V0y, V0y is a gas, and also V0x is a gas. Okay. And then if these two sprays out a gas, so where are you flying? Where will you fly? Of course, this way. Okay, to the zero. Okay, and also like using V0x, if we interpret the V0 to the X mark and Y mark, it uses an angle. Okay, but actually this game is pretty fun. Okay, this I was trying to leave this station. Okay, try a skip over to gain some points to get new character. In this game you can watch, if you land in some station, there are option to watch an advertisement, and for the advertisement you will get 15 coins. Yes, and it's like worth enough, I think. It's worth. Wow, this game is really fun, I think. And let's continue to the next game. Okay, this game is also construction analysis. This game is bridge construction, and from its title we know that in this game we have to make a bridge. Okay, so let's start from the tutorial. In this game we also have to make a bridge based on the budget they give to us. Okay, in this first tutorial the bridge is very simple. Yeah, it uses no analysis, I think, in this first stage. On the second stage also no analysis at all. Oh, they I think they showed us we may fail. Okay, they told us to make a joint so the car can drive through the bridge. Okay, budget should be under 3,200 dollars. Okay, then make a bridge. Okay. Okay, and if you make a bridge like that, it will fall. Yes, it's still tutorial, the joint move. Okay, the tutorial takes too long, I think. Okay, with this construction, I think it won't fall, but unfortunately it's over our budget, so they give us some option to make it round. Okay, it's takes too long, so that's how the bridge is. Okay, the next bridge is using a cable. Okay, it's cable bridge. Okay, it's uh the bridge is moving, but it's still okay to use. And then there's a bridge uh that have to allow ship to pass, so we make it can move. Actually, this game looks very easy at the beginning, but until you arrive at some level, this game is so stressful, I think. Yes, really stressful. I've tried it. Okay. Huh. You don't make a bridge for this. You you make the car jump. Oh, sorry, the bike jump. Okay. Okay, this is the real. This one is the real stage, and I make this bridge by myself. Okay, and just to make the road, I failed. Okay, I have to do it slowly, really slowly. The good thing is this game has some kind of grid line and also editing tools. And it makes things easier to edit the bridge when we force. Like you see here, like you can see, I did so many mistakes even in my first real stage. Yeah, something like uh, the wood length is too far. Okay, wrong. That's okay. It's good. Okay, okay. Well, actually, there is a better way to make it. Like you, like you can see, I failed again, even in my first stage. Takes very long. My God. Nah, please, come on, make it happen. Oh. Okay, and then a bridge that have to allow two cars to pass. Yeah, there are so well. Actually, in this stage, I was still figuring out. There are so actually I can use this tool to make a line, a radial line, but I didn't know at that time. So it took me so long to make this one, and when I'm about to get confused, I close this recording since I feel ashamed that I failed a lot. Okay, I think I don't have to ask about the concept in this game, since we'll already know. And the next game is the reason why I put operation in my slide. This game called Operate Now. In this game we run a hospital. We act as a doctor here, and we do operate patient and also manage this hospital. Even though this game is a little bit, I think, a little bit hard for my phone. Like you can see, there's some laggy thing. It's not my laptop, it was my phone. There are some story. Okay, in this game it happens that it does not enough just to know the part of our body, but we have to know what tools to use to operate the patient. And also like this, puzzle game. I think it's like a puzzle game for me, but it's embedded in operation. But actually in real world, that is how the operation procedure. Okay, it's not just have to know the part of our body, but also have to know how the operation has to done. Okay, connection error. Trying. I got some connection issues. Okay, error again. Still error. Okay. Before we start the surgery, the operation, they told us about what happens to the patient, and from this story we have to know what kind of operation, what kind of surgery we have to do. In this session they still tell us what to do, like use the applicator, doctor, but in the next stage, even though it's a new surgery, they don't tell us a thing. As you can see, they still tell us to use a scalpel, use a laser, and then use applicator on it. Well, I was wrong, and then the heart is decreasing, and if the heart is turns to 0, the patient will die. Yeah. Save it. Okay, save it and rub it with alcohol. Okay. Come on, rub it. Okay, next. Nah. Intra-abdominal sepsis. At that time, when I played this game, I know nothing about this surgery. A young Latino couple had their honeymoon cut short by the accident. Help the groom recover. If you can, yes. Only if I can. intra-abdominal sepsis. Okay, let's play it. Okay, connection issues. Okay, in my first look, I don't even know what it is. I didn't even know what it is. But they told us to use suction tool to suck up the blood, so we can see there is our lambung apa lambung. There is our, so I can see that there is one inside our belly, our stomach. Okay, so it with a needle. Okay, and the patient vital signs are BP. So we have to help this patient to respirate. Actually, in this session, in our real life, we have to push the patient with our hand to make them breathe again. Well, actually, I don't know. Is there some kind of timing like in this game, or it just appears to make it seems harder, or more like a game? And the next surgery is fracture left leg. And also the fractured leg, it use different bones. It happens on a different bones, different patient, different activity, so it appears to have different bones. Okay, collect the bones and then wash it, and then we reassemble the bones. Well, it wasn't an easy thing. Put this puzzle, bone puzzle, and then we apply the gips, pen gips, and then we sew it. Sew it, and then we use some rubbing alcohol to clean it. Okay, good job, Dr. Jones. Oh my god. And the next surgery is heart surgery. I displayed so many surgery just to make you know that there are so much illustration game. There are so much illustration that you have to know to run this game. And also, this science application is really deep, I think. I think if we want to make it this educational or make it harder, obviously, we can use we don't use these three dots over here. We just use an instruction, but I think it would be too hard. Okay, move it to forceps, and then make a hole with scalpel and then pull it down. And then laser it. Well, it's like, well, I don't want to say it. Okay, good job, good job. Okay, I think that's all of my video, and it was all about educational game that I mean. The educational game that I mean is not an educational game like we can see Dora game, or maybe card matching game, or maybe like Tetris. Tetris is actually uh educational game, if you know. But well, it seems really boring, I think. Nobody plays it anymore. Except my teacher, my basic teacher in my high school. He still plays Tetris. He's a genius, I think. And also, in this workshop, the educational game that I mean is not an educational game like you can see. It's embedded educational game. So you use an embedded content. Since if we use like a literally educational game, it will be too boring for students, and it will not turn their playing desire to learning desire, like I said every time. But with embedded educational game, students will learn many things, but they won't even know that they are learning. They won't even know that they are studying at that time. But actually, they are studying, and uh, it's a miracle for education, I think, if we can make it right. Okay, and I think that's all I can say. Thank you for listening and viewing my session. And well, have a good time. Thank you.